From the battlefield of World War II to decades rolling through Texoma parades, this vehicle carries a legacy.
K10's Caroline Kellum sat down with a Texoma veteran who restored the Ford GPW.
A piece of United States military history was restored by a Texoma veteran and used in parades across Texoma for almost 20 years.
It was the best looking one in the whole parade at the time.
Charles Brown was born and raised in Dallas, Texas, where he graduated from Sunset High in 1950 and headed to college.
I was in my first year at Rice Institute in Houston, and my grades weren't good and the Korean War was going on, so I went down and enlisted.
Master Sergeant Brown was in the Army from 1951 to 54 and the Air Force from 1955 to 72 when he retired from the military. Next up, medicine. His new career as an anesthesiologist ultimately brought him, his wife, and his 2 sons to Texoma in 1978.
Got to work at Wilson & Jones Hospital until I retired in '92.
After retirement, most folks kick back and relax. Not Master Sergeant Brown, and when he came across an old military vehicle in 2002, he knew what his next big venture would be.
It was in my friend's garage where he had just got it out of the garbage.
He was up for the challenge of turning trash into treasure. Within 2 years, Brown had the Ford GPW back up and running.
From the ground up, everything on it was done. I had to learn to weld the piece in there. Everything else was just piece at a time. As it was sandblasted and cleaned, and then it was primed, and then it was painted.
A vehicle used by the U.S. Army in World War II and brought back to the States from Italy in 1946. It brought back memories for Master Sergeant Brown from his own time in service.
I learned to drive in a Jeep just like this with the same markings on the bumper.
Once it was restored, the Jeep ran in 5 to 6 parades each year all across Texoma.
I'm still proud of it. It's kind of dirty now sitting here. Doesn't look as shiny and pretty, but it outruns anything that's in the neighborhood here.
The Jeep retired from parades in 2022 when Master Sergeant Brown officially donated the GPW to the Perrin Air Force Base Museum, a piece of U.S. military history restored, preserved, and now in its permanent home in Denison, Texas. Reporting for K10 News, I'm Caroline Kellum.